Hello and welcome to a brief tutorial on the Rosetta Health admin portal. This works for any HISdirect clients or messaging clients. What you see here is the admin portal login. Obviously you have to put in your username and password. This is only accessible to administrators, which are either domain administrators or facility administrators. So if you don't understand those terms or have some questions about that, look it up in the documentation, please. I'm not going to explain that here, but the point would be an end user can't get into the admin portal to do this. There's other ways to do that. So let's log in as an administrator. And what you'll see is all the accounts, the direct accounts that this administrator is managing right now. There's a whole list. In particular, I want to look up because my user test3 said that they sent messages in October and that they don't think that they made it to the recipient. So these are the kind of problems you have, either sending or receiving. We can look up both. So what we're going to do is go down to under reporting, reports, metrics, track message. And you have a form, a search form. So you can either search, you have to fill in either the from or the to. You can actually fill out both if you want to be very specific and look for one specific message. I'm just going to look all across the month of October for this user. So this user test3 from October 1 through November 1. And I'm going to go and search. So what this is doing is it's going out and looking at all the logs from all the messaging components, putting them together and giving you a nice, easily understandable picture of everything that met your search criteria. In this case, this is all the messages that were sent from NITR Test 3 during the month of October. You can see that as you mouse over some of these columns, you'll get further details. This is like many of our tables in our portals, is that they're sortable by any of these column headers, so you can go into time and see it from latest to earliest or from earliest to latest. Same with the other columns. It will give you who sent it, who received it, and then the details, and a little bit more detail in the log, and we'll get to that. So you can easily see that the green ones mean the message was delivered. With direct, we mean something very specific about that. Direct is a reliable messaging protocol, and by delivered, it means we know that it was received by the other system, whoever you're sending it to, an EHR or another system or a portal. They received it, and we've received an acknowledgement back from the other system saying they've got it. It doesn't necessarily mean that that provider read their message. That's up to them within that system. But what we do know is that the other system received it. So in this case, NITR Test 3 sent to operations, and you can see that it was a successfully delivered message. You can go into the log if you want to see some more detail. The main purpose of this might be looking for a message ID if you want to do some really low-level correlation. But it's usually sufficient to say, yes, I know, that was received by them. You can go down here, any of the ones that are red, I can see that NITR Test 3 tried to send to Test 2, and what you can see the reason for that is that the sender, it was not a trusted address. So here's the issue with direct is all addresses have to be trusted, and by default most of our users are in direct trust. So if they're trying to send to somebody who's not in direct trust, you'll get that message. Another message you could get is down here where it says the recipient is not a valid direct address. So this is a problem when people try and send to a Yahoo or a Gmail account. I think if you look at this, let's look at the detail. Ooh. You can see, yep, they were trying to send to a Gmail account. That's not a direct account. It needs to be a valid direct account. You can't send to Yahoo or Gmail or Exchange accounts. Those are not direct addresses. They don't have the certificates. They don't have the security infrastructure. Those are the kind of errors you'll see. So you can see quite easily that by logging into the admin portal and doing some quick searching. You can easily find out what's happening with a user's message and give them the information they need. All right, hope this tutorial was helpful, and look back for some more on our support site.